other woman that can take your spotlight. If I wrote you a symphony, just to...
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Leah. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, comment, and press that notification button to know when I post more videos. So today, y'all, we gonna get into my roommate horror story, bro. Like this is the worst scenario I've ever been in my life. I never had nothing like this happen to me, and I honestly knew, like, once I stepped into college, some bullshit was gonna happen. To start off, I went to Buffalo State College. Like, thinking about this is just like bringing up all the rage that I never took out on that bitch. So basically, I went to college. I started 2 weeks before everybody else because I was in a program. That's where I met my best friend through that program, because we went to on this camping trip or whatever. She was my first friend. It was me and this other girl. But that bitch stopped texting us. Like, that bitch stopped hanging out with us for some fucking reason. Like, bitch, if you're watching this, fuck you. Anyways, my roommate is from high school. She's from my high school. Me and her, we never talked.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Like, in high school. Like, we never talked like that. We knew of each other because she was friends with my friend that I was friends with in high school, if you get what I'm saying. If you're still on.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
My friend, good friends with my friend from high school. But we never spoke. So, I mean, they're not friends anymore. But, basically, I text her. I'm like, all right. I went to school with her. So let me see if she wants to be my roommate. You know, because I just don't want to be roommates with anybody. That would have been my best route. I'm not going to lie. I should have did that instead of being friends with that hoe. But I asked her if she want to be friends. So I know from high school and Barb, we could touch up, you know, get to know each other better. So we became roommates. During that process of us waiting to go to school, we never spoke. Like, I had her number or whatever, but we never spoke. But fast forward to those 2 weeks after, where everybody started to come to school. She came or whatever. It was cool. Like, I noticed, like, all right, this is calm. You know, I'm not gonna complain. So this is where I start to notice bitches getting a little too comfortable. I mean, you're supposed to be comfortable because this is where you're gonna be living for the next year, next 2 semesters. But you're getting a little too comfortable. You have a roommate, you feel me? You have a roommate, be tidy, organized. Your room, you know, it shouldn't be a mess, you know? I noticed the bitch is a little messy. And then she would come from Subways, because we had Subways on our campus, and bring these nasty ass, raunchy ass sandwiches. Now, oh, if that's what you eat, that's okay. But bitch, open the window. Like, that shit stinks. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is me, her, and my best friend came back to our room back to my room from a party. Now, if you know, you know, Buffalo State parties are lit as fuck. So we was lit as fuck. There was these dudes, I don't know if she just met them or she knew them or whatever. But all of us, we went back to me and her room. And we played Uno. The bitch takes off her shoes. She takes off her shoes. And y'all, the bitch is wearing my socks.
Nasty bitch.
Like, honestly, no one that you really know will have the same socks as you. Like, it's rare as fuck to find someone, oh yeah, that bitch has the same socks as me. Ooh, cool. Unless it's from like a big ass brand, you know? But those socks were Nike Elite socks. So I'm like, that bitch don't wear stuff like that. So it was like, bitch, I already know those are my socks. So I'm like, the whole time just standing there, like, just looking down at her feet, like, I didn't start wilding. because normal me would have started wilding, but like, bitch, why are you wearing my socks? Are you dumb? But I didn't. So I told my best friend to come to the bathroom with me. So she comes to the bathroom. I'm like, bro, that bitch is wearing my socks. Now my best friend, even though we've been friends. Well, at the time we've been friends for like a month or whatever. That bitch knows me so well that it's crazy. She knows what I have in my drawers, everything. So she knew those are my socks. So I tell her, like, that bitch got my socks on. She's like, you're lying. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna go back to the room, act normal, peep her feet. So you look down, and she probably in her head like, damn, those are her feet. Because she looked at me like, and I'm like, you know those look you give your best friend, like, yeah, bitch. Like, if you have a best friend, you know. I didn't start wilding. So the next morning, my roommate goes to class. So where's my socks at? Like, we need to find my socks. I didn't want to find it to put them back on because I was not wearing them since they've been on that bitch feet. Sorry, I was not putting my hands in that bitch laundry basket because that bitch barely did laundry. That shit will always be full to the brim. Me personally, I do my laundry at the end of the week. I don't know when she did her laundry. I think it was every month or whatever, but that shit would be full to the brim. So my best friend takes a paper towel and goes to her laundry, and then we find my socks. Bitch, why do you, like, this was the previous day. Why do you have so much laundry piled up on top of my socks? Like, I'm confused. But anyways, we found the socks. Just was dirty as fuck. Mind you, they were white. I said white Nike socks with the pink writing on them. White Nike Elite socks. They came in a pack because I had white, black, and hot pink. So before I start wilding, I go in my drawer. I see the black ones. I see the hot pink ones. I don't see the white ones. So I'm like, bitch, those are mine. We take them in her hamper, put all her nasty ass laundry back in her hamper, and then I throw the socks in the garbage because I'm not wearing those shirts. Like, after they've been on your feet, I'm gooch. People be having bunions and toe fungus. I'm gooch. I'm good. So I throw them in the garbage or whatever. Then before I start wilding, let me say that again, I call my mom. I'm like, mommy, my roommate had my socks on. I said, we came from a party and she had my socks on. The only reason I called my mom was to see how to go about this situation, because normal me would have slapped that bitch for, one, going in my drawer. That's my personal item. Do not go in my drawer. And for bitch wearing my undergarments. I don't care what nobody say, bitch. Don't you put my undergarments on. Panties, bra, socks. Don't you put that shit on your body because we will have a problem. I call my mom, see how to evaluate the situation. She's like, why she got your socks on? She shouldn't be having your socks on. Did she ask you to put your socks on? I'm like, no, she didn't ask me nothing. If you would have asked me, I would have been more okay with it, but my answer would have been no. So that was the first problem. Second problem is you have my undergarments on. So she's like, did you talk to her? I'm like, no, she's at class. And I didn't want to go off on her last night because, you know, we was having a good time last night. I didn't want to mess up the vibe or anything. So I told her she's at class. Like, well, when she gets back, you need to have a talk with her because you don't know her like that. Like, even though we went to the same high school, bitch, I don't know you because I did not talk to you in high school. This is how I go about the situation, y'all. I do a dickhead move. I have that bitch on Facebook. So I go on Facebook and I asked them, what do I do if my roommate is wearing my motherfucking socks? Now, y'all, I was 17 years old at the time. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I didn't give a fuck who feelings was hurt. Bitch, you got my socks on. So I go on Facebook and ask them, what should I do? They was roasting her ass. Like, they were on her ass. Like, why that bitch got your socks on? Then you got some people that's like, oh, it's not that serious. It's just socks. I don't give a fuck. Those are undergarments I put on my feet. Like, the fuck? Her friends, the boys I was talking about that were her friends that we became friends with, they came to me and was like, you moving funny with so-and-so, what's going on? I'm like, cause like after that day, like after the I peeped she had my socks on that night. I didn't talk to her the next day or the day after that. So it came to me like a couple of days later, like, oh, you moving funny towards so and so, and I'm like, since y'all want to know, I'm a blunt ass person, y'all. Since y'all want to know, that bitch had my socks on. So you know how niggas are. You know how men are. They like, oh, it's not that serious. It's just socks. Why you mad at her because she had your socks on? First of all, and then I started arguing with them, y'all, because I don't give a, like, I started fully arguing with them, y'all, because like as a woman, bro, we do not, I don't know what y'all men be doing, or if y'all be sharing y'all undies with y'all bros. If y'all do that, just say that. Like, but over here, we don't do that, and I don't know that bitch like that. I don't know her like that, so don't put my undergarments on. I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of my room, because y'all blowing mine. Get out of my room. So they leave, and I think she comes back, I guess, from class or whatever, or doing whatever she was doing. And I leave the room. I go to my best friend. So we all in like a group chat or whatever. I text her. I'm like, we gotta talk this out, because like, why did I see you with my socks on? The bitch acts mad dumb. Like like, yeah, I didn't have your socks on. What are you talking about? Is she dead ass? So like in my head, I'm like, I'm not about to fight this bitch, because at the end of the day, it's just socks. So I'm like, I'm not about to fight this bitch over socks. So you know what I do, y'all? Go back in the room, look at her. I go on my computer, do my assignment. My best friend's there with me. Then I say, ooh, white nail
piece of
polish.
candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
I see it right there. I think she had just bought that shit, 'cause I saw her buy it the other day. Go over there, take it. I deadass start doing my toes, bro. I start painting my toes, and she's just sitting there looking at me like, problem? Like, I started painting my toes, and then I put the shit on my desk, like, because I was very organized. So I put the shit right next to my other nail polish, because I had nail polish, but I didn't have white. So, you know, that was just like a extra to the collection of nail polish I got. And she didn't say nothing. And I think I still got, let me see if I got it. Polish. It's probably no good now, because it's been like 3 years, but I don't know why it's on my desk. I just leave it there. I don't really care. But yeah, it's probably no good now, but this is the nail polish that bitch bought, and I had my socks on. So let me just do my toes with your nail polish and then put it on my desk. That's how I was moving. We got over it. That was the first semester. That's freshman year. Now, second semester, I didn't really want to be roommates with that bitch again. But my best friend, just because the bitch, my roommate, she didn't have friends like that. And my best friend was like, you want to room with us next year? Because, like, the room that for us next year was like a suite. So it was like 4 of us in a suite. And 4 rooms inside of a suite or whatever. And she's like, you want to room with us? Okay. And, like, after we left her that day, when my best friend asked if we want to be roommates, I'm like, why did you ask the bitch if we want to be roommates? She was like, oh, she don't have no friends. I'm like, all right. New year comes, and some new bullshit, bro. So I'm glad we have our own rooms. We had our own rooms, so I was glad about that. So the bitch didn't have to touch my stuff. But probably like a month or two into, not even a month or two, probably like a month and a couple weeks into us moving in or whatever, me and my best friend go to a room. She asked us if we could help her center some thing she bought from Shein. You know that little wall art stickers that Shein has? She bought that. She had like a big ass one, a big ass wall art that she wanted us to help her see if it was centered. So we went in there, and ooh, I go in there, I'm like, and me personally, when shit stinks, when stuff stinks, bro, my face says it before I do. Like, I can't even stop myself from making the face. Like, if it stinks, my face will it's a little sour in here. But yeah, it does smell sour though. Like, it smelled like the bitch don't put deodorant on. I don't think she do, but I don't know. It smelled like she didn't put deodorant on. It just smelled like sweaty pits and sweaty balls. If y'all know what that smells like, you know. but that's what it smelled like. And I lied to the bitch. I'm like, yeah, it's scented. Whipped my ass right out. Went back to my room. My best friend came, and you know, here we go with the face again. Like bitch, yeah. Like you, if you have a best friend, you know those faces y'all make when y'all peep something. So I'm like, bro, like it was a little stink in there. She was like, yeah, it smelled mad funky in there. I'm like, yeah. I don't know, but weeks were going by, and it was like she would leave her door open and the smell would just come out the whole way while I'm cooking or something. And cooking and having to smell something funky like that is not a good mix at all. So I'm like, nah, I have to say something to this bitch, because it smelled like her stink ass sandwiches from Subway's, because she was still eating them shits. Stink ass sandwiches, and then it was smelling like how funky ass socks or whatever it was, or just her body odor. It was the smell was coming out in the whole way. So I'm like, we gotta do something about this. So me being immature again, when I'm being immature, I call my mother again. I call my mom, how should I go about the situation, because she know how I am and how I get. So she's like, you need to talk to her, like, because no one wants to smell that funky ass smell every day. So me being the little immature me at the time, I go on Facebook. I'm like, what should I do if my roommate stinks? It's not funny, but it's funny, like, because I really didn't care. Like in college, like, I didn't give a fuck about nothing. Like, I didn't care if I hurt anybody's feelings. I still feel the same way, but like, I'm a little more lenient now, if you get what I'm saying. But I went on Facebook, said, what should I do if my roommate stinks? Got a couple comments. Then her friend that I went to high school with texted me, and she was like, because she knew we were roommates or whatever, she was like, and I was actually good friends with that friend. Not good friends, but like, we talked. Like, we knew each other. Like, we talked more than I talked to that bitch. And she was like, why you doing that to so-and-so? Like, you shouldn't do that. Bitch, you would do the same thing if a bitch stink and you have to live with her. The fuck? But I did go about it the wrong way. I shouldn't have done that. But at the time, I didn't care. Like, I'm in college. Like, it's time to be a little immature. After that, the next day, y'all. So I wake up early because I had an assignment. So I had my laptop out, doing my assignment on my laptop. And all you hear is on the walls, like, wake your ass up. Like, now on my door, because that bitch would have banged on my door, I would have dropped that laptop.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
But all you hear is, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? First, I'm already up, so bitch, calm yourself. And my best friend was up too, but because we're early birds. Like, me and her, we wake up early, and plus we with each other. So I was like, yeah, let me wake up early. I'm gonna go talk to my best friend. But we didn't even see each other. We didn't even see each other's faces yet, me and my best friend. Because I woke up to do my assignment, and I think she had an assignment to do as well. So all you hear is, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then come outside, because not outside, like, but outside into like the kitchen area and stuff. So I'm like, who the fuck? So I open my door and I bring my laptop with me because it's due at a certain time. I think it was due around like 10 something, so I was doing it at the same time, because bitch, you're not gonna stop me from doing my assignment. The bitch sits at the kitchen table and she's like, y'all bitches is talking, and then she's banging on the table. I thought y'all bitches talking mad shit on Facebook. Da 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 da. First of all, bitch, I'm about to come to you today about you being stink. I'm about to come to you today about it. Cause I posted the Facebook post that the previous night. So I was gonna come to us in the morning, and we was gonna have a little talk about a little stench. But bitch, did you wanna be banging on walls and banging on tables? We could do that shit. So I'm just standing there while she's talking, doing my assignment on my computer. My best friend is standing there just staring at her. Like, then my best friend, like, while she banging, she's like, do you wanna fight? Do you wanna fight? My friend like, do you wanna fight? Do you wanna fight? And the bitch is just still sitting there talking, banging on the table. So my friend get a little closer, like, she like, do you want to fight? And then the bitch gets up. And my best friend like, do you want to fight? What happened? The bitch does nothing. Just standing there looking mad stupid, still talking. So that goes, like, y'all, I was so unbothered by that I didn't even say nothing to the bitch. I was just in there doing my assignment on my computer because that shit was due soon. So my unbothered ass looked at the bitch from my computer. If you really have a problem about me talking about you on Facebook, you would have put your hands on me. So I was just looking for my computer to see if she's gonna do something. Oh, you're not gonna do nothing? Alright, we'll go back to my assignment. Like, the fuck? But I think she said alright or something, whatever, and then she went back to her room. I went back to my room to do my assignment. Best friend came in my room. She was like, what's wrong with that bitch? I'm like, I don't know, bro, but I got an assignment that's due, and I'm like, I don't got time for that. Like, if that was me, if bitch was talking about me on Facebook, banging on the door, and I live in the same room as them bitches, I would have sworn all of them. But she didn't do nothing. You know why? Because she's... I'm not going to say the word, but y'all already know what I'm going to say. Y'all, a week goes by, I think, and we see her doors open. And usually, like, by the door, there's a dresser. It's by everybody's door. Not the dresser, a wardrobe. We don't see that shit. Like, I probably moved over. So I went over there. Because even when she was in that room, what you gonna do? Like, the fuck? So I went over there, see if she in there. Room is empty. I'm like, we made that bitch move out. And then I was like, damn. Like, I feel bad, but at the same time, like, I'm glad. Because, bitch, I don't want no thieving ass hoe in here. And I don't want no stink bitch in here. So, it's like, it's either... was one or the other. You either fix yourself up or you get the fuck out. And she got the fuck out. So, and even when I would see her on campus, me and my best friend, or if I was by myself, I would see her on campus, I would look at her and she wouldn't say nothing. Like, I mean, I didn't expect her to, but I was just, you know, just me and me, the petty me. I looked at her, see if she would do anything, but she didn't. But anyways, yeah. So that's really all of it. We just had that bitch moved out. Never spoke to her again. We seen her a couple times, but, you know, she wasn't saying nothing because, you know, she's a little puss cat. That's all, y'all. That's all I want to tell y'all. That was my roommate horror story. Y'all wouldn't want to go through that. Like, if that was me, I know most of y'all would have probably started wilding out, but me, I had to, you know, stay calm so I don't get kicked out, because if you do fight in college, well, I don't know if every college, but when in Buffalo State, if you do fight and they find out, you can get kicked out or you get like a warning. And they do like this dumbass like little court system shit. It's stupid as hell, but that's the story, y'all. That's all to it. Thank y'all for listening. Because I probably would have, like, I'm getting raged as to why I just didn't fight that bitch for banging on the doors and shit. But thank y'all for watching. I'll be back with another video next week. Next week, Friday, I'll be back with another video. Stay tuned. Bye.